Writing in the classroom. Some students are strong writers and have a developed style and craft, while others struggle to form coherent sentences or paragraphs. I knew that in order to move my students forward, I would have to change the way that I work with my students on their writing goals. I decided to create a way to enable my students to have an individual focus when they work on their writing. I did this by giving each of my students personal writing goals that they need to incorporate into their writing with each piece. Here's how I incorporated personal writing goals into my classroom. After my students wrote and turned in their initial writing piece at the start of the school year, I gave each student 1 or 2 goals that I wanted them to work on to improve their writing. They then wrote their goals onto their personalized proofreading list. I call it a proofreading list because before the students turn in their final copy, I have them use their personal proofreading list to help guide their proofreading and help them to focus on their individual goals to improve their writing. When the students first get their rubric for a new writing piece, there is always a space for them to write in their personal writing goal. I have the students take a goal from their proofreading list and write it into the rubric. I then expect the students to work on their goal as they compose their writing piece. This simple process has enabled my students at all levels to have a goal that is personalized and is a realistic expectation for them to focus on. The students may have to work on this goal a few times before they master it. For my stronger students, I usually give them a goal that I know is a challenge that will push them to improve their craft. Here are some students' thoughts about setting a personal writing goal and using it to guide their writing in our classroom. How do you feel about having a proofreading list with your writing?
I honestly like the proofreading list because I can see the change in my writing and it helps me remind myself to push myself in those categories that I'm not that strong in.
How do you feel about the individualized proofreading list?
I think personally that it helped me a lot set goals for myself because I started to use bigger words, and I think using bigger words helps you describe the meaning of what you're writing about. So, like, if you're writing about society and how you don't think society is right these days, then you could use bigger words to describe what you're feeling. Because if you just use simple words, it will just sound really boring. And goals for each specific writing piece, and I also like that I get graded on my specific goal for my writing piece.
How does setting a personal goal help you in your writing?
It helps by making me focus on to what I need help with instead of just my writing in general.
How does having individualized writing goals help you?
Well, it makes your writing better. It pushes you to be better in your writing, and it makes you a more unique individual.
How does having personal goals help you?
They set a goal for us that we want to achieve so we can get better at things and achieve more goals and just be better overall.